Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of ASMR Tech. This time I'm going to be unboxing the totally awesome Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. Hey everybody, welcome back to ASMR Tech. In this episode, as I mentioned, I'm going to be unboxing the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. This isn't a new camera, it's been out for a little while, but I am actually going to be adding it to my setup here as a B cam to my primary camera, which is the red Helium Epic W 8K cinema camera. So I have this Blackmagic one, and again it shoots in 6K resolution, which I got it because I want to be able to upscale the footage to 8K to match my red. So that was really the primary reason why I got the 6K. They also have a 4K resolution version, which is cheaper. I think it's around $1,300. So definitely, if you don't need 6K for whatever reason, then it doesn't make any sense for you to get this one, but they do offer a 4K version. I also have storage media for the device. This is the SanDisk Extreme Pro 256 gig CFast 2.0 card. And I also have a new CFast reader as well, since I believe you need a specific CFast reader to be able to read these. They're not like normal CF cards. So what's so good about the Blackmagic cameras? Well, I will tell you as I start unboxing. So guys, I would really appreciate it if you can hit that subscribe button and smash that bell icon so that you can be notified of future episodes of ASMR Tech. I would really appreciate that. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm, which has always hated me, so thanks a lot, guys. So yeah, so what's so awesome about the Blackmagic cameras? Well, first off, if you want the ultimate control over your footage, then you really need a video camera that can shoot in RAW. Now, on the photo side, photos have had raw shooting modes for JPEGs forever, and it's only been fairly recent that video cameras that are even close to like the price points that we can say mass market price points have come down to. So Blackmagic's really been the first company to offer raw shooting modes for video. Obviously the red has had it forever, but the red is in a totally different category. It's made for Hollywood specifically, just like Alexa, the Ari Alexas, and yeah, those natively shoot in raw modes. That because they're for cinema and TV. But really, the Pocket Cinema camera and some of the other lines of cameras introduced RAW for the masses, and here we are, right? We got a 6K camera that's at a really great price and shoots RAW. It also shoots ProRes if you need ProRes as well. So yeah, I mean, what is there really to complain about here, right? So I'll go ahead and open her up as I tell you some more specs. As I said, it has a 6K sensor, 13 stops of dynamic range, which is also very important to make your images just look that much better. It's ideal to have a camera that can shoot the most stops of dynamic range, and the Blackmagic says it can do 13 stops. It can do 60 frames per second in 6K and 120 frames per second in 2.8K. And of course, you can use professional types of media like the CFS cards. You can also use USB-C external expansion hard drives if you need more time. And it has, it has everything you would want from a camera, right? It has all of the outputs that you need, HDMI, it has SDI, I believe. Let's see, it has an audio in, microphone in, it has a really great screen on it as well. I can show you. So it has some welcome packets. It also has, of course, the free DaVinci Resolve 16 Studio, which is, it's really a great alternative to the Premiere Pro editing suite, if you want to go that route. So here is the camera. It's really like, it's not, I guess, well, I guess that it depends when you're coming from. It doesn't seem that big to me. It does have a 5-inch widescreen monitor on the back built into it. It's also touchscreen, so yeah, and it has some basic functionality buttons on here, but most of the controls are going to be on the touchscreen itself. But the other reason why I got this model was because it has a built-in EF mount, and that's going to be great if you have a lot of Canon lenses that you can just hook directly into this mount. It's also an active mount as well, so it will be able to power your lenses, so it will support stuff like autofocus and image stabilization features if you have those on your lenses. And but yeah, I mean, at least for me, I really wanted to get this kind of camera because, again, I think it's going to match really well with my Red camera and scale up to 8K. If you want to shoot even better, say 4K video, it would also benefit you if you want to use it in that sense, because downscaling footage that is in higher resolution will always look better. So you're basically downsampling higher resolution video from 6K to 4K, and so that will just make your image look that much better. And then if you use Premiere Pro or DaVinci, then you can have full control over the color, all of the aspects of the color correction process, because it shoots in RAW mode. So that is going to give you the most latitude in terms of color correction and color grading if you're into that kind of thing. So highly recommended that if you want that kind of control, that you get a camera like this. Yeah, get a lot of hard drive space, because the Blackmagic definitely uses a ton of drive space to capture the raw footage. I don't think it says on here the amount of footage that it will capture, but if I remember correctly, and it depends on the settings, because you can of course adjust the settings on the camera to capture, say, in a more like raw compressed mode. It's still raw, it's just that they have like a compression ratio that you can adjust, and I think that's from 12 to 1 to, I think they have it like 3 to 1 or something like that. So if you want like the best quality you want to do, obviously 3 to 1, but if you don't mind having some compression on there, and literally some of this compression, it would take you, you know, a side-by-side comparison and zooming into the footage like 200 to 400% to really see any differences. So probably the differences wouldn't be that noticeable in the end product. But if you wanted to save some space, obviously you want to use the higher compressions, like 12 to 1 ratio, still raw, but 12 to 1. On my Red camera, I use generally 11 to 1 or 12 to 1 when using the raw setting. And yeah, so I think I remember that on the 256 gig model, I could get, I think it was up to an hour. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that, but I think it was about an hour on a 256 card. So that's not a lot of video for one card, but again, raw footage takes a lot more space, but it is totally worth it. Totally worth it. I would really never go back to shooting normal H.264 video or even H.265 video, which I used to shoot. I'm just too spoiled with raw footage right now. So yeah, I don't plan to shoot much long form video with this, so that's why I only got the 256. They have a 512 as well. Obviously it's a lot more expensive, but yeah, I'm not gonna be using this for shooting weddings or anything like that. So I can get away with the 256, or you can add an external drive to it as well. It does have a USB-C port, like I said. So yeah, guys, I'm going to be probably using this for future episodes of ASMR Tech. So if you see a second camera shot here, then yeah, that would be the Blackmagic. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on the Blackmagic camera, or just editing or color correction in general, feel free to leave me a comment in the video below. And yeah, guys, I will catch you next time.